There is no language barrier because football is a language in itself. The pain you're going through now, it'll be worth it in the end.
They try to take it, I'm getting it back. And if they hit me, they gotta get taxed. I'm making hit after hit after hit, and I promise you, boy, every one of them slaps.
Caleb Sweeney, 16, centre midfielder, Brøndby under 17.
Caleb, I should say welcome to Brøndby.
Thank you.
How is it to finally be a Brøndby player?
No, it's nice. It's really nice. Relieving the start, but then also just proud and happy to be here. It was a long process, a tough one, a tough month or so of waiting, but those are the times where I just leaned on my inner circle, leaned on my family, close friends, and the people at the club, and my faith as well. It was just, everything happens for a reason, and my family and I believed that this was the right place for me.
Yeah.
Nothing would get in the way of that, so I'm just delighted to be here.
Now you are here, and you have been here a few times before. You have been on trial here. You visited the club a few times. Can you try and explain how did this move to Brøndby happen?
How did it come about? I firstly arrived in June. If I'm being honest, I don't actually know how it came together, and didn't know much about the club. But for that reason, I was open-minded to it and thought, you know what, I want to be different and give this a go. And the first time I went, the under-17s were like crunch time, about to win the league. And I thought that'd maybe be a hindrance, but the way the coaches and players treated me was different to any other clubs that I'd been at. In a different country with someone speaking a different language, they just integrated me in really well. And even when they were celebrating, I was proud for them.
You were with them.
I was proud of them. Even though I wasn't a player at the time, I was proud of them and happy for them. And over the summer, I had a good break. But being honest, it's all I could think about. In the back on holiday, when training, the only thing on my mind was if I could come back. And I was lucky to come back in August. I think it was a great time coming in pre-season because everyone's back, fresh start, coming in with a new team, and at the time, if you were to sign the players you'd be with, I trained plenty of times and played 2 matches, but the one thing which really stood out to me was going to Hamburg, playing a friendly in Germany, something I've never experienced before, against a quality opposition, but also with quality teammates. And firstly, it was nice to win, but secondly, just seeing, firstly, I can hold my own here, and I fit in nicely with the players and the coaches. The bus ride there, stopping for food, just everything about it, not just the football, it really stuck out to me and was different. And the rest of the time, I said my see you laters, not goodbyes, and waited for a short time, and luckily the club said yes. For me, it was a no-brainer. I was always going to say yes. There was nothing that was going to stop that. My parents as well fully believed in it, wanted me to go, and it was tough to start off with. It's always emotion, you're always happy and delighted, but then it really hit you, like inside, I'm going away here, I'm going to be away from my family and my friends. But that's something you have to do as a footballer. Those are sacrifices you have to make, and a little bit of pain is nothing to be compared with what'll come in the future, the happiness that'll come. But overall, it was a long process, but definitely worth it.
Yeah. I know you've also been on trial in some other clubs, Manchester United, for example. Did you have other options than going to Brøndby? And what was the thing about Brøndby that made you go here?
I've been on trial to multiple clubs in England and approaches from elsewhere that never really formulated. Yes, there was interest. Whether there was an offer or not, I'm not too sure. And I've got my parents and my agent to thank for that, just letting me focus on being on the pitch. But once I heard Brøndby, being honest, I did a little bit of research about the club. I was like, I can see myself here. And I said that from day one. The first day I arrived, once it stepped off the training pitch, the first thing I said to Jens Mikkel and my dad was, I can see myself here. What stood out is just the fact that it's more than a club. It's a group of people, it's a family, and it's it's the people's club as such. The colours, it might sound silly, but the colours, like seeing yellow and the blue. I came to the match in the Conference League against, I can't remember, the Icelandic team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were 3-0 down. I came thinking, oh, it'll be nice to see maybe a goal or two. I was in with the ultras, the proper fans, and it went 1-0. I was like, okay, 2-0, this could get interesting. 3-0, and then once it went 4, you'd think I've lived here my whole life. I was going crazy with the fans. I was like, I haven't even signed yet, but I already feel part of the club. No, there is no language barrier because football is a language in itself. And I was like, seeing that with this club, it was a no-brainer at the end of the day.
Wow, nice. So you were down there?
Down there, yeah. So it was the best game of football I've ever been involved in.
Yeah, that was an awesome game. Caleb, how are you gonna, live? Because you're 16. So yeah, tell us a little bit about your accommodation, education, all this stuff. Because Masterclass is also an academy with no foreign players. Like you're the first one.
I would say I've been lucky enough now. I've already made a few friends, and I look forward to building that relationship both on and off the pitch. But there's a few players which I've already made like a tight-knit bond with. We've already discussed them coming around to my apartment, me going to theirs. But I live not too far from here, Park LA, just down the road. I got a bike, which is big in Denmark, so I'm able to go about the place. With my education, I'm doing A-levels, which is the same as I would do back home, just off a laptop, online classes, tutors, and when I'm sitting physical examinations, I'm fortunate enough I can just visit a school here and enter as just a private candidate and sit my examinations as normal.
Yeah, and we should also talk about what it's all about, you on the pitch.
Yeah.
Playing central midfield, can you try and describe yourself as a football player?
I'd just say I'm an all-round player. When high up the pitch, I can make stuff happen and be creative. But I also like being deep in the pitch, starting moves, starting plays. I'd say I link with my teammates. Once I get that relationship, it sticks. And once they get to know me, I work off people. I'd say I'm a 6, 8 and a 10. I don't like to specify. Wherever I'm put on the pitch, I'll do a job for you. And the two things I just put together are working hard on the pitch, play every game like it's your last, and play with a smile. If I don't play with a smile, I don't play well.
So what should the fans expect from you when we go to the pitch to 1964 Park, as it's called now?
I just say look forward to it. Look forward to seeing something different, something unique, someone who's free to express themselves, and make sure you get up off your seat on the pitch and make sure you applaud.
Yeah. And what's the dream now? Of course, you signed the contract in Brøndby, but we sit here, you can looking at the big stadium here. So is that the dream, or what's the goal?
The view's not too bad. Right now, it's just settling myself in with the U17s, working my way through, progress with the U19s, and the dream is definitely sitting here right now to make my debut, play on that pitch, and establish myself as a first-team player. And who knows what will happen after that? Yeah.
We also spoke a little bit about before we turned on the cameras that for you it meant something, that Brøndby really believes in you.
Yeah.
That you felt that, okay, these guys, they believe in me.
Yeah, that was big for me, because it was the footballing journey of trying to move from home to getting elsewhere, somewhere to accelerate your development. It had been a lot of rejection, which was hard at the time, painful at the time. But just going back to what I said earlier, it was my mum especially. She said, the pain you're going through now, it'll be worth it in the end. And it was rejection for reasons I don't know, non-football reasons, etc. But having someone believe in you does a lot, means a lot to you. And that's why each time I train, each time I come here to watch a match, each time I play, I just want to repay that back. it's all it needs is one person having belief in you, and then you can just accelerate through. So the only thing I have to say to Brøndby is thank you. Thank you for giving me the chance, and I look forward to repaying you.
And we look forward to watching you progress and develop yourself in Brøndby. And yeah, once again, welcome to.
Thank you.